afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is such an honor for me to finally become one of the finalists. So today, my topic is about, should we tax rich people more than poor people? Well, it is globally that countries from both developed and developing countries take tax from the citizens. Therefore, it is our responsibilities to pay those taxes. But why do they need tax from us? Why do they take tax from us? The answer is because they take those money that we gain from tax in order to develop our infrastructure. For instance, building roads so that we can travel more conveniently and less time-consuming. Public hospitals so that to make sure or to ensure that we can have fully access to an affordable prices of treatment. And another one is to build schools, public schools, like CISWAT for instance, so that we can have free access to education. So, education is very important, and that is why there is a quotation that says, education is essential because education is easy. It is easy to lead, but difficult to drive. Easy to govern, but impossible to enslave. And that is why the reason the government have taken tax from us so that they can develop our infrastructures, provide us full access to free education and hospitals services. So, one question has been raised that why should we take higher taxes from the rich people than the poor? My opinion is that it's not fair. So, in order to explain further, I would talk about the advantages of taking higher tax from the rich to the poor. So, one, for the poor people, they would think that it would be their advantages because, one, it helps to ease the amount of their expense on tax. And another one is because they believe they are poor, so that they don't have to work hard because the government actually don't take a lot of tax from them. But if you look at the rich people, it would be unfair. Why is it unfair? Because one, rich people earn money not because they go straight and then have or maybe dig a treasure from somewhere. No, it's because of their hard work. For instance, a doctor, he studied for 8 years in order to become a professional doctor and earned his money to afford his life. So it is unfair for the rich people to actually pay higher tax than those who are poor. But in order to be fair, I believe that what we should do is that we should find a solution rather than saying rich people should pay higher tax than poor people. So what is the solution? One is that tax should be taken according to the salary that the individuals earn. If they earn a lot of money, then maybe we should take 10% of the money that they earned. And for the poor people are mostly farmers and labor workers. So that is the reason why they don't earn a lot of money. But instead of taking more tax or maybe taking the same rates of tax like the rich people, we should considering giving them education so that they can, become more proficiencies in the area that they're doing. For example, if they're working in agriculture, which means they're a farmer, then we should provide a trainer or maybe educate them in order to make them more professionals and so that they can make a more products they can have more products. And another one is that I believe, thank you very much.
No. Thank you, Soya, for your presentation. And now this is the time for questions. Yes, so this is the time for question and answering.
បាទសូមអរគុណច្រើនចំពោះកញ្ញាសូយ៉ាជាបន្តទៅនេះសូមអញ្ជើញគណៈកម្មការរបស់យើងសួរសំណួរជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសបាទសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញ
Yes, so please, our judges, give Soya some tough questions about her topic. Thank you.
Okay. Soria, hello, my name is Colin. Thank you very much for your speech. It was very interesting. The question I want to ask is about rich people who did not make their money by hard work, but get their money because their parents are rich. Do you think that young people who make a lot of money just because it's given to them from their parents should be taxed more?
I believe that would be unfair if they actually, inherited a lot of money and then they should tax more because of their parents' hard work. But instead of taxing them, maybe we should advise them to join volunteer work instead of taxing a lot of money and that they're going to, maybe saying that the government is unfair or something. We should ask them or advise them to do volunteer work. And another one is that if their parents earn the money because, let's say, they open a factory or something like that, then we have to charge them according to the amount of carbon footprints they have to release in the air. So once we can have better environment for everyone, and another one is that it's not unfair for him, and the third one is that it can raise up his reputation instead of saying that he depends his life on his parent inherited, and then he volunteered that says that it's because he wants to help people. Thank you very much. Any questions?
One more question. There is a large group of people that do believe rich people should pay less tax. Can you think of any good reasons why that might be true?
Sorry, do you mean like the poor people, they should pay less tax?
The poor people should pay more tax and the rich people should pay less tax.
Oh, well, that is totally opposite of what I've been thinking. But I believe that that is not a great idea to actually make those people pay more tax. Why? The poor people, they already poor, so how come they have the money to support the tax? And another reason is that poor people